Hey, Noctus here. What's up? Hey, fucking shit. Got that out. Hey, Noctus here. When Shadowrun returns, we're about to head to the South Seattle docks. The NTSB warehouse, I believe. South Seattle docks. Leaving the Seamstresses Union behind, you head to the docks. The Ripper killed Sam, and maybe he or she slipped up with this latest victim. Less than useful evidence. Only one way to find out. South Seattle is your typical industrial area. Grit, grime, and gray. The rain doesn't help matters any. Layers of dirt mixed with abandoned wooden pallets, repurposed into makeshift furniture for the day workers. Garbage collectors in the gutters of the broken down streets. Disreputable is this district's middle name. Your destination, the National Transportation Safety Board warehouse, is located on a small strip of dock towards the less maintained area of the waterfront. Or end of the waterfront. Whatever. Despite the presence of those who linger at such places, it's quiet as you approach the gate. Okay. Streetwalker, this should be good. You looking for a good time? Know anything about the NTSB? Yeah, the bums around here have been stealing old crap in that place for years. Not worth my time though. Alright. Link it over here. Lone Star Guard. The guard looks bored. He toys with his gun absentmindedly, like he might shoot something on a whim just to watch it die. Hey, you're about to trespass on corporate property. You looking to get dusted, street scum? Ah, fuck, I didn't grab it again. God damn it. But Lone Star on the crime scene? Sure you are, and I'm Lawful, the King of Dragons. Hate it. Great. Get out of here. Great. Guess I'm gonna have to sneak my way in. Fuck. This is gonna end well. Listen, who raised you, pack of wolves? That their ladder is rightfully mine. Can I borrow for a few minutes? 5, eh? Sure, maybe that noodle machine is still working. What do you gotta say? Not me, friend of mine. Need you to have some fun with the guard by the fence around the corner. Alright, 20 bucks buys you a 5-minute distraction. Then I gotta get back to work and earn some real new yen. Sweet. Ladder. The big gun you have there. Standard issue map. 3 card game. Damn, nice. Alright. God, I love the fucking vision lines. No, I got 5 minutes to do this, but fuck it, I don't care. Did I just phase through that fucking power plant? It was good to reach around. Shit, it can do this with my stash. It's phosphorus, fucking nice. What the fuck were they doing with phosphorus? Whatever, not my problem. Yeah, I'm just phasing through this place. Like a fucking ghost. Nothing important over here. Might be something up there though. Can I get up there? I can't get up there. Alright then. Guess we gotta go inside. Last place to go. You can open enter location. Yes, I'm aware. Okay. The warehouse. Inside, the large gray warehouse is as typical as the outside. High ceilings adorned with girders and rickety catwalks atop a huge utilitarian room. Concrete and steel walls made a concrete floor. This is a place for storing things, and nothing more. Despite the quiet on the outside, the inside is a hornet's nest of Lone Star officers going about their business. In the center of the activity is the Emerald City Ripper's latest victim. With uniforms everywhere, no one stops at the door. It seems this case hasn't leaked to the press. Yet. Lone Star, no, you've got a job to do. Alright, let's see how bad this one is. There's a gear. Officer Gear, took your sweet time, didn't you? You know the traffic these days, fill me in. We had time to go over the evidence while you were en route. Turns out this might not be a Ripper murder after all. I left the computer on in the office over there if you want to see it for yourself. The victim worked here at the NTSB warehouse as a black box researcher. NTSB. National Transportation Safety Board. This warehouse is used to go over the records from plane crashes to try and determine what happened. The Vic was in charge of their highest priority investigation at the moment. Oh. We've gone to the victim's computer and this case notes indicates he was selling secrets. Idiot kept records. Selling? Scientists make good criminals. Tell me about it. Some runner like you probably offered him to cover up his court master's involvement and tried to make it look like a Ripper killing. Here's the office key. Check it out for yourself if you want. I think cool. There's Dresden.
Grindle, surprised to see you here. Let me guess, Officer Greer tipped you off. Suppose you must have made an impression on him at the market yesterday. Well, your cred stick did at any rate. Anyway, surprise. We got another Ripper victim on our hands.
Looks like you've been putting in some overtime, Dresden. What can you tell me about the victim? Victim's male, mixed Native American descent, age 38, based on the condition of the body. It looks like he was killed around 2 in the morning. And yes, I'm a little tired. Body's been piling up like cordwood, it seems. Oh, fun. Cause of death? Unknown. Several internal organs were removed from his body after death, quite gruesomely. I'm not sure if the killer even knew what they wanted before they started cutting. Not much else to tell yet, really. He does have a lot of pre-existing scar tissue, so he probably had a major surgery at some point in recent history. Unfortunately, with the organs gone, I can't determine the nature of the surgery. Nice hole, yeah, nice hole where his chest was. Well, the killer definitely took the lungs. The more I look at it, though, the other missing organs may just be eviscerated from the chest cavity. Is McCluskey getting closer to the suspect? McCluskey couldn't find his ass with both hands. Don't tell him I said that, though. How's Officer Greer doing on the case? He seems like a real go-getter. I Gary would love to solve it for McCluskey and get his gold detective shield. Plus, he'd love to see McCluskey suck it in front of his superiors. He's already tried to bribe me to keep information from McCluskey and slip it to him. I'm inspired by their tireless pursuit of justice. You take the money? Do you have any idea how much this job pays these days, sir? I don't think Aguirre's officer's salary is going to do much to seduce me into helping him. Okay. Some of the Ripper is taking a different trophy from each victim. Slam's delivered this guy's lungs. Any theories? Sorry, I don't do theories. I'm just a scientist who happens to prefer dead people. However, while there was massive damage in the chest cavity, I can see that the victim's lungs were transplants, which is interesting. And some of the victim's missing heart was also a transplant. Granted, modern medicine has made organ transplants relatively easy, but it is an odd coincidence. But, as a scientist, it's just that. A coincidence. This is only the third body I've personally examined. One of our other branch managers handled the other 2. If I found that more of the victims had organ transplants, I'll let you know. There's a woman over there. No clue. She just showed up. Next again, I think. Alright, you can look around. Good luck out there. Let's take a look at Shannon Hapska. You're not a cop. She looks up watching you warily. I'm independent. What's your relationship with the dead man? He's my brother. I've been trying to speak with him. But I'm afraid his spirit is too disoriented by his recent journey to answer me. You're a shaman? Yes, for all the good it's doing me. If I could just make contact, I might be able to deliver justice and allow my brother's spirit to rest. Blah blah blah. Were there any other witnesses? Not so far as I can tell. Not among living, anyways. But my brother's spirit may not be alone here this night. He closes her eyes and concentrates, droning a low chant that you can barely hear. Yes, there are others, other spirits who may be of help. Features harden in frustration, as if she's searching for something that remains elusive. Sighing, she opens her eyes and fixes you with a stare. But I can't do it alone. What do you need? This warehouse contains the spirits of plane crash victims trapped between worlds. They wish to help. They wish to be heard. I think they have something to say about my brother's murder. Okay. Lone Star won't let me in there, but you seem to have the run of the place. If you can find personal items that belong to the victims, I believe that I can summon a spirit to speak with us. I'll need at least 2 such objects. Can you find them for me? Do what I can. This should be good. Or at least end well. I'm gonna look over here first. Any passage? No, no passage. Okay, then. Fuck it. What's behind door number 1? The researchers' work cyber terminal. Cyber terminal has been left on, presumably by the Lone Star investigators. Case file 95. Battery boy jetliner Ares. Sorry. The plane had several mechanical issues, resulting in a mayday at 3:04 a.m. on June 17th. The pilot reported that the altimeter was reading the negative values. What the fuck? The co-pilot takes over the controls as the pilot leaves the cabin to investigate the rear of the plane. The pilot cannot be contacted or located by a plane steward. Co-pilot radios in a mayday. What the fuck? Pratt Whitney unmanned. Owner Ares. Summary redacted. Time long redacted. That's not good. File's been corrupted. Okay. Private notes. Ooh. The notes that appear on screen pertain to NTSB. Case file 96 in the crash of an Ares jetliner near the UCAS and Sioux Nation border. The crash was reportedly the result of an equipment failure. Reading further into the investigators' notes, however, you find substantial evidence linking the crash to an experimental and rocket research initiative. This information could be worth a great deal to the right buyer. Ooh. That's not good. That is not good at all. Okay, so nothing there. Open it. Blah blah blah. Victim's locker. The door is slightly ajar, so you still with dead man's personal items. Toothbrush. Still wet from being used. Smells of mint and cigarettes. Inspect the comb. Hair on your back, your hand stands up on end, and when you take it off the little shelf, your heart thumps in your chest. Hard. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. I pocket the comb. Leave the locker. Nothing else in here. Fine then. Let's look behind door number 2. Oh, that doesn't look good. There's a large pile of old shoes on the ground next to the airplane seats. They could be discarded luggage or possibly shoes worn by the occupants of the plane at the time of the crash. Find nothing interesting about the shoes in the pile. Well, fuck. What's over here then? What the fuck? It's hard to say whether this is a heap of items and refuse recovered from plane crash, or simply trash that hasn't been taken out yet. Ew. A sticky substance of some sort seems to have sneaked through the trash pile, and your hands are quickly uncovered with the stuff. After searching for a minute, you unearth a handful of interesting items. Inspect the cred stick. Surprisingly, the cred stick is still functional. You slot it into your PDA, and 200 new yen is added to your account. Earring. Earring is made out of burnished steel, forming into the shape of a small salmon. An intense primal fear washes over you as you touch the surface. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. Dented lunchbox. Seen better days. You can barely make up the face of a grinning troll in the front. Alright. Might as well look around a bit. Cannot get into either of these areas yet, which means that it's time to head back to Half Sky. God, fucking Found enough objects. Yes, here they are. You hand her the objects you found. She closes her eyes and chants over them for a small time. When her eyes open again, they're filled with tears. Thank you. These items are all I will need. It shouldn't take me long to... What the hell is all this? Ah, fuck. She's the victim's sister, sir. This is a crime scene, officer, not some Salish drum circle. That's her brother, makes it her business. Now that's a corpse, which makes it my business. Now get the hell out. Oh, God. Fuck McCluskey, seriously. Come on, if we stay much longer, I'm liable to do something I'd regret. Or worse, something I'd enjoy. God. Oh, tick.